The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Sicilian Corner, winner of the Italian Heritage Media Award, with your hosts, Tom Zappola and Mike Lamazzo.
Mikey boy, where are you?
You know something, T? I'm in my study, nice, peaceful, quiet, minding my own business. It's good to see David sitting up there. You look good, Dave.
How are you? Now,
how are you? How are you, my little chickadee? How are you?
Is the problem here, Mike, that when it rains, you don't want to get your goddamn car dirty?
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't really want to say it in public because people think it's stupid. I don't like I don't drive the Blue Lady when it's inclement weather.
So what do you do? Leave it in the garage?
Yeah, the garage is heated, so it's nice in the wintertime. I can just leave that car in there with ice and snow on it. Within 45 minutes, it's completely defrosted.
No, all kidding aside, Mikey's a little under the weather. He picked up an STD a couple of weeks ago.
I told him.
Anybody we know?
Well, when you were I didn't go to Tijuana. You did.
We told you not to go to Tijuana.
Exactly, you know. No, Mikey's a little under the weather. But, Mike, actually, you look quite good. Very nice today. Nice.
Well, I'm a little concerned because, you know, Chris Justice from Catadella's has been over for coffee 2 days in a row. I don't know if he knows something that I don't know.
Did he have his tape measure with him is a question.
Well, see, he's pretty tricky about that. It's retractable. So when he walks behind me, I don't know what the hell he's doing, you know?
Hey, by the way, you know, I got to tell you something. This is kind of interesting. I was cleaning my garage day before yesterday. And, you know, we bought the bench. I told you Ellen and I bought the bench.
Right.
And we donated it to the town.
That's a nice gesture.
Yeah, no, well, it was kind of like a selfish thing, too, because, you know, as you know, Ellen and I have no desire to be put in a vault or in the grave or anything. Mm-hmm. So we donated this bench in the park next to us, facing the river. And it's kind of like we want it to be when we pass, it's just a good place for the kids or the grandkids to come sit and think about us. You know, because that's going to be basically, you know, that's it, our memorial. So it was fun. I was cleaning my garage, and a lot of people have kind of sit on the bench. So I watched these people pull up. There was a kid about 32, 33, and 4 older people. And they went to go sit on the bench, and they were talking. And I'm cleaning my garage, which, you know, is right next to the park. And as we're walking by, the young man says, "Excuse me, sir, can I speak to you for a moment?" And I said, "Sure." Walked out, and he said, you know, my mother and father used to live in your house here.
They lived in your house?
Yeah. And I said, I didn't recognize him. And I said, wow. I said, what was the name? And he said, Gene and Gary Molina. I says, Chris? We bought the house from his parents, but he was only probably about 10 years old. So I didn't recognize him. So we hugged, and I said to him, I said, you know, his dad used to work for Ellen. He was one of her editors.
At the Tribune, yeah.
At the Trib. So I said, geez, I heard your mom had passed. She had moved out to Arizona. And we had just heard she passed last week. And he said, yeah, as a matter of fact, that's why we're here. And he takes her ashes out of this carrying case. Her ashes were with him, and,
wow.
And they came to put her ashes into the water. So I thought that was pretty cool. You know,
Tommy, are there park benches there now?
There was only one. Now there's 2. There was one, and now there's 2.
Are you? When you put the names on the bench, David wants to know, did you put your name before Ellen or Ellen's first?
That's a good question. I don't remember. But all it says, it's very simple. It says, sit relax, and enjoy the beautiful view. Donated by, I think I did put my name first, Tom and Ellen Zappala, now that I'm thinking about it.
Okay, that means you owe me $10, David.
Wait,
See?
did we bet?
You see what I'm saying?
I don't remember the bet, but I'll give you $10.
Hey, listen, we got an email. Actually, I got an email from one of our good followers. Actually, he's been on the show, Wayne Peters. Wayne said, you guys should talk about some of the favorite Italian-themed items that, exist, your favorites, so we can have a little discussion about it. I says, something, Wayne, that's a pretty damn good idea. So over the course of the rest of the show, I have some things that I kind of picked out, and I want to get everybody's opinion. Your favorite Italian whatever. Fair enough?
Yeah, I like the idea. I like the concept. It was a good idea, Wayne.
And by the way, don't forget to our viewers and listeners, please subscribe, like, and share the show with your friends. You can watch us on Facebook, YouTube. You can listen to us anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast. If you have a comment, just make a comment down here as you're watching the show, and I'll get back to you, or Mike will get back to you, or else you can email me at zapsenior, zapsr.com, zapsenior.com. All right.
Don't email me.
No, you're out.
Email Tom.
All right, so let's go. Number one. And then, as I said, as time goes on, we'll kind of just meander through this. Your favorite pizza place, Mikey? What is your favorite pizza place in the world?
In the world?
Anywhere in the world.
I ate in a couple of places on some trips to Italy. I don't remember their
Well,
names.
if you don't name it, you're out. You got to name it.
All right, let's go to the United States.
Yep.
Truthfully, no thrills, no frills. I have to say Pepe's, in my opinion, is the place that I would drive for an hour and a half to get to.
Pepe's in New Haven, a very good choice, voted.
Pepe's at Mohegan Sun.
Oh,
You don't lose much at all.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Honest to God, Tom. You can barely tell the difference, if at all. I can't tell.
Well,
Aaron Caruso actually told me that he could get a little bit of a little bit more flavor out of the one in New Haven. I don't know that to be true.
You know that the Pepe's in New Haven last year was voted the best pizza joint in the United States.
I saw that.
Phenomenal pizza, David. Have you ever had it?
I've never had it.
Chrissy?
I want to.
Pepe's, never had it?
I don't believe so.
David, your favorite pizza? Your favorite?
I don't know that I have a favorite pizza place. I do like the margarita pizza at Grazie. I think is excellent.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites. It's so simple, but it's
I
also
agree. That's a very good pizza, David.
it's a great
good.
pizza. It's pretty simple, but it's just so good.
I've never tried that.
My mouth is watering just talking
I'm a big
about it.
margarita pizza guy. Chrissy? I know what she's going to say. Romano's.
Keep it in the family. No, David stole mine. Well, not the margarita specifically, but Grazie. I was going to say the best pizza I've had recently, I will say, was from Grazie. And I want to say, was it a mushroom one I had? Is it like a fungi?
I've never had the pizza there, Mikey. Have
Oh,
you?
my goodness.
It's good to know.
I go a lot in the afternoon, Tommy. That's why I get the pizza.
Good to know. I have never tried it.
I really enjoy sitting outside with that beautiful view and having a nice pizza and a nice glass of Merlot. Life is good, T.
You know what my favorite is? Listen, Pepe's is good, but I'll tell you what I really like. I really like Regina's on Salem Street, the original Regina's. That pizza, well done, man. I think it's every bit as good as any other pizza around.
So you say well done?
Yeah, I always have ours well done. I order it well done. And when Ellen and there's a little Italian pizza joint up in Merrimack called DeLeo's. We always order it, and then when we get home, we put it in the oven.
Do you really?
For another 10 minutes. I like it charred underneath.
Really?
I really do. Really do.
Hey, Tommy, not for any reason, but just to mention it, because prices are so high in the markets right now. At Shaw's, their house brand is called Signature.
Sauce?
And they have everything. A lot of this stuff
I got you.
They have under the Signature name.
Yeah.
And it could be Rayo sauce, but it's got the Signature name on it. It's like $3 a jar cheaper.
No kidding.
But anyway, I just wanted to say the Signature pizza, They sell it for when it's on sale for $3.99.
Now, what is this? A frozen pizza?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
And Tom, let me tell you something, guy. Between the pepperoni, the margarita, the thin pizza, the thick pizza, for $3.99, you can get 2 days worth of meals
Good
out
for
of it.
you. Good to know. Good to know.
And it's for me to say it, it's tasty.
So, it's interesting here. So we have one Pepe's, one Regina, and two local, one from our local restaurant, our sponsor, which,
Grazie.
I mean, it's unbelievable. And by the way, did you see Mike's post, who was in there day before yesterday having lunch? Lydia Shire.
Yeah, he wanted to break my chops, so he decided to text me.
Oh, that's good. Hey, Mikey.
She's an interesting woman, Tommy. We should really try to get her on with us. She's got so much to talk about. She's a pleasure to be with. And I have to tell you, the Liberty Hotel, her restaurant is just
I'd like to get her.
nailing it.
I'd like to get her on. You know who else contacted me and wants to come on the show? And I miss her.
Who's that, Tom?
Michelle McPhee.
She's
Michelle,
a peach.
she's working I think she's working in New York City now for ABC. But she texted.
She's back on. She's back in the East Coast.
Yeah, I think so. She texted me yesterday out of the clear blue skies, asked how we were doing, because when you guys going to get me on the show? I texted her back. I said, I'll be calling you. She's a sweetheart. She really is.
No, she's good people.
Michelle McPhee, do you know her?
I do not.
Michelle, she worked. She was a writer for the Herald and the Globe.
Okay.
But then she was the one that wrote the expose and wrote a best-selling book on Whitey Bulger.
Oh.
And then she wrote another blockbuster bestseller on the Zanayev brothers, on the Boston Bombers.
Yeah.
She's done really well for herself, and now she's a crime reporter, I believe.
Is that her?
That's her.
All right, cool.
Yeah, she's a crime reporter. Operation Mean Streets is in production to become an
MS-13, the big gang from Venezuela. Right?
Wow, very cool, very cool. Hey, Mikey, don't forget, we're turning the clocks back this weekend or next weekend?
You know something? It's so freaking stupid, Tommy. Don't even get me going with this. I for the life of me, I don't know what you guys think, but Jeepers Creepers, why don't we just leave the damn things alone?
Daylight savings.
It's this week.
Daylight savings.
Sunday
night. So
Yep,
Sunday
2
night.
days.
So
At 2 o'clock.
So we gain an extra hour of sleep. So are you in favor of leaving it like it is right now?
Yes.
I am too.
Oh, so not changing because we're not springing forward next year, right? Is that the whole?
Well, they haven't decided yet.
Oh, they still haven't voted.
They haven't voted on that yet.
Word.
I mean, I think if the
It's ridiculous.
well, I think if the Republicans win the midterms, I think that's going to happen.
That's the biggest thing they're worried about.
Well, I think that's on the agenda.
I mean, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, our country's collapsing around us here. I mean, how many people are not going to be able to afford to heat their house at the right temperature?
Yeah.
What's good? I mean, the older you get, the more temperature you need, the higher you want the heat. For the life of me, we should not ever be in this kind of position. We were self-sufficient with resources. We had enough oil. We had surplus oil. And now, guess what? We're screwed. Not enough gas, not enough oil. Oh, yeah. Don't do it gradually. Do it all at once.
I think Mikey's on a roll
Just
here.
cut all your resources off.
I think some of this is slightly fabricated, too.
I do, too.
The Eversource GM or the owner, the CEO of Eversource, said that he just contacted the White House this week to tell him that there could be fuel heating issues. It's like, it's November. You're the CEO and you just noticed that now? So I'm might be calling a little bullcrap on some of that.
Is it political?
I think I'm calling a
Absolutely.
little bullcrap on some of it.
Chrissy,
Some of
what do
it's
you
legit.
think?
I don't go in for all of this stuff.
No. Do they have these kinds of problems in Australia?
Well, everyone's got problems. We all have problems.
So there are political problems. I never hear anything about Australia that there's any kind of. Wait a minute, though. They have a issue with another country. You guys don't get along with somebody. Who is it? Do we know?
The Philippines?
No.
You might have learned a very valuable
China.
lesson.
Isn't it China?
I just said I don't know.
I thought it was China.
I'm so
How many
sorry.
times has she
I wish
asked you
I wish
that?
I could give you more. I don't follow politics. I'm not. I'm not your go-to for that.
All right.
I'm not your
I'll Google
political
it. Who is
correspondent.
Australia's biggest rival?
I think it's China. All right, Mikey, your favorite pasta dish. What is your favorite pasta dish? Now, hold on. Pasta dish, not like chicken parm, pasta dish.
How many times do you have to say it? There's nothing wrong with my ears. My back might be crap, but there's nothing wrong with my ears.
All right, go ahead.
I would have to say, Tommy, something that I enjoy very, very much is the penny al vodka.
Okay.
That's the one that
With the vodka sauce. You like that?
The vodka sauce is
I enjoy it. I like making it. It is slow. I mean, it's steps that you have to take.
That's the one with the light sauce, right? It's like a light.
You use cream and vodka.
Gotcha.
You would think the cream and the vodka
Would curdle,
but it doesn't. And I got to tell you, it makes you feel like you're eating a very expensive meal for whatever reason, because you do put a cup of vodka in with the pound of pasta. So that's one of my favorites.
penny alla vodka. I like that. David?
I really like angel hair. So anything with angel hair, nice marinara, and that's really a little bit of Asiago on top, and I'm good.
I love angel hair.
Yeah,
it's
angel
my
hair's good.
favorite.
I think it's underrated.
Pasta.
I think it's one of the
So
underrated.
so you like just a basic angel hair with marinara?
Yeah, that would be a nice bowl of that.
Chrissy?
It's something that I can't get a lot of here. A proper carbonara is always made with the egg proper.
Yeah.
Not Alfredo sauce thrown in with some bacon. Going, it's carbonara. You're like, no, it's not.
Carbonara is tough. I don't ever. You never see that on a menu.
Nice clean carbonara.
Yeah.
Yep. Or another one I like is it's almost like it's an oil based chili, and it has some like prawns and stuff. I can't remember the name of it, but I think it's angel hair. I actually have it in a restaurant in Australia. It was one of my favorites.
Is it in like a broth?
Nope. It's like a chili oil sauce
really?
with like some shallots and things thrown in, some prawns thrown in. Delicious. Oh my God.
Nice.
With just like a
Tommy,
chili oil.
what's your favorite?
Mikey, again, the basic Italian
Kraft mac and cheese.
peasant meal pasta. A nice dish of angel hair pasta tossed in a pan with some extra virgin olive oil, some breadcrumbs, seasoned breadcrumbs, some pepper flakes, and some anchovy. Just toss it.
Nice and simple.
And throw it in a dish. That's what I like.
I have to say, David, one of the simpler dishes, and I had it last night, was I got a little bit of ziti, and all I did was melt butter on it with some really good imported cheese.
Yeah.
My aching head. I didn't want to see it end. Yeah, I just sat there and I was in heaven.
Mikey,
it was like I was eating a tenderloin.
I got to ask you about the cheese because I cheap out. I don't cheap out. Ellen cheaps out.
Shouldn't. Not on that.
Ellen cheaps out. I told her that when she does food shopping, she buys grated cheese, whether it be Kraft or whatever, or pastini. But no, I mean, but honestly, what do you use? You don't buy like whole blocks of cheese and grate it up yourself, do you?
Once in a while, I do.
But typically, what do you buy? Like just a
Parmigiano Romano,
like a pastini type, something like that's decent.
Yeah, I make sure it's imported.
Okay.
And to me, the cheese makes the dish.
I agree.
A little bit of hot pepper flakes. To me, the cheese makes the dish.
we gotta upgrade our cheese selection.
Yeah.
I mean, we buy
eat good cheeses. Life's too
I'm
short.
talking about a shake cheese, whatever you call it. But yeah, I mean, we're a big cheese family. Ellen and I are big cheese eaters.
Do you eat good cheese though?
Yeah. You know what we with our martinis, what we have had Irish cheese. What the hell is it called?
Dubliner, that one.
Dubliner.
That's good.
Yeah, we have a lot of Dubliner is good and some other ones. All right, listen, we're going to take a quick break. We come back, we got some other Italian stuff to talk about.
Italian stuff.
I'm going up to Maine this weekend, Mikey. I want to talk to you about the Stage Neck Inn. I want to get your opinion.
And I want to get yours because I'll be honest with you, I've been really hung up on the Cliff House, and I just love it there. But Jeepers Creepers, the prices they're getting, Tommy, are ridiculous.
Well, we can compare. I got a guy. Can help us.
You know a guy?
I got a guy.
I got a guy.
Hang in there. We'll be right back.
Ciao, this is Esther of You, Me, and Sicily. I want to talk to you about Tommy Amin and the great staff at Butcher Boy Market. Families, foodies, and home chefs come together at Butcher Boy to talk good food and create traditions. They offer the best in quality cuts of beef, pork, lamb, poultry, and restaurant-style steaks and chops. Produce? All of their produce is hand-selected to complement any meal or even to make it your main course. Their deli serves fresh roast beef, turkey, and beautiful imported Italian cold cuts, cheeses, and antipasto. And don't forget the Butcher Boy Bakery, featuring sweet delectables from all over the state, as well as their very own bakery. That's Butcher Boy, where the secret to a great steak is, of course, the steak. Located at 1077 Osgood Street in North Andover, Massachusetts, in the Butcher Boy Plaza. Ciao!
Looking for that something special? All of us here at the Sicilian Corner suggest trying Ristorante Uno, located at 119 Salem Street in Boston's historic North End. For the most exquisite dining experience in an intimate setting that serves authentic regional Italian cuisine and features old country service. Try Ristorante Uno. Did we mention their award-winning wine cellar? Ristorante Uno, 119 Salem Street in Boston's historic North End. Call 617-573-9406 for reservations. That's 617-573-9406. Tell them the boys from the Sicilian Corner sent you.
Today, Lawrence General Hospital has affiliations with leading Boston academic medical centers. Top specialists from Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center and Floating Hospital for Children at Tufts Medical Center work with our local doctors to bring world-class care close to home. Today, amazing partnerships are happening at Lawrence General Hospital. To learn more, visit lawrencegeneral.org/today.
Italian artisan cuisine combines simple, fresh ingredients with time-honored preparation to create an incredible culinary experience. At Tuscan Kitchen, located in Salem's historic Depot District, talented chefs prepare everything in-house from scratch for all to see. Guests enjoy their meal literally in our kitchen as food is prepared right in front of you. Wood ovens burn from morning till night, roasting vegetables, baking bread, and firing delightful thin-crust pizzas. Prime steaks are seared on a wood grill. A rotisserie slowly roasts marinated whole chickens and lamb, while a pasta maker creates fresh fettuccine. More than just artisan cuisine, Tuscan Kitchen features the wine bar, live entertainment, weekly wine tastings, and elegant private dining and event space. Call 603-952-4875 or visit TuscanKitchen.com to make a reservation and learn more about the culinary adventure that awaits. In Italy, cooking is an art form. Tuscan Kitchen. Experience artisan Italian.
Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine is pleased to announce the opening of their American College of Radiology accredited MRI unit at their location at 16 Pelham Road in Salem, New Hampshire. So now, in addition to receiving the best orthopedic care in the Merrimack Valley, as well as physical and occupational therapy at Optima Sports Therapy and Rehab, you can also have your MRI, all in one convenient location. The doctors and staff of Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine have been dedicated to providing outstanding medical care to the Merrimack Valley in southern New Hampshire since 1984. Located on Route 97, just off Exit 2 from Route 93 North, on the second floor of the Workout Club of Salem. You deserve the best care, and that's exactly what you'll get from the board-certified surgeons at Essex Orthopedics and Optima Sports Medicine. Please call 603-898-2244 to schedule an appointment.
A loyal sponsor for the Sicilian Corner is Hilton Oil Company. Hilton Oil has been located right across from the South Lawrence Common since 1932 at 101 South Union Street. Hilton Oil Company specializes in 24-hour burner service, oil deliveries, including automatic deliveries serving all the Merrimack Valley area, plus portions of southern New Hampshire. If you want your car fixed right the first time, bring it to Hilton's state-of-the-art service station. Remember, Hilton's is also a Mass State Inspection Station. Hilton Oil Company, 101 South Union Street in Lawrence. Call 978-687-9793.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler.
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
In addition to the spectacular views overlooking the golf course, we have an incredible new chef, Oscar Figueroa.
We still have all the favorites, but Oscar has created a lot of excitement with his new specials.
Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
You know, your life.
You could save that photo.
Your life is interesting.
My life sucks.
Well, I mean, we were watching you.
I don't get a minute apiece.
We were watching you during the commercial break. Number one, the camera was on your crotch. That was number one.
First of all, I'm using two computers. So your computer that I have you guys on, I have turned down so I could do some work on my bigger computer because I've got a couple of things going on today.
So you're telling me that in between commercial breaks, you're doing your stock market crap?
Isn't everybody?
We weren't.
It's a good point. I didn't think of that. Mike, have you had a good week this week? This is called a bota. Have you had a good week this week's buying and selling, Mike?
Last couple of weeks have been good.
This is a little private thing between Mike and I.
God.
Yeah, things have been good, Tom. Thank you very much for asking.
Really good?
Yeah.
How good, Mike?
Things are good.
Okay, that's good. All right.
I wish I felt as good.
Mikey, your favorite Italian singer of all time. Your favorite Italian singer?
Just one, right?
Yes, Mike. That's the way this game is played.
I'm going to go with Pavarotti only because I've seen him. It's hard to believe that a human being can have a voice and a range that man had. And because of his personality, he was like a big teddy bear. Everybody freaking loved him. I told you once before, we saw him in Shea Stadium, at the Giants Stadium. And there was probably 55, 60,000 people there because they took a lot of the stadium. They had to put staging up and all that.
Yep.
They made a scene. And I'll tell you, every person there standing, I don't know how many. The guy was out. It was with the three tenors. And it was a show that, in my opinion, was the best show I've ever
So,
seen.
Lucci, that's a good
But
choice.
Bocelli, I think, is right up there.
You can only go with one. You're going to go with Pavarotti?
Pavarotti.
David?
Pavarotti's a good choice. I've never seen any of the Italian tenors.
I'm saying for pure enjoyment. No. Pure enjoyment.
Wow. Singer, huh? I'm going to have to go with... Pavarotti would have been my choice. What's the guy now? Can't remember his name. The blind guy.
Oh, Bocelli.
No, he's not. Oh, Andrea Bocelli.
Yeah,
that's
Bocelli.
Right. My parents have seen him
he's
four
good.
or five times. So
Bocelli.
I kind of lived through
He's
them 'cause
outstanding.
He's good.
Tickets are a little expensive.
Oh, yeah. Chrissy?
Crazy
A little
expensive.
expensive.
All right, they're crazy expensive. All right. Chris, you have a fave?
We're going to go classic.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Dean Martin.
Okay,
I like it.
that's a good choice. He was up there of mine, and I agree with that. I'm going classic. I'm going Sinatra. I'm going Sinatra in his heyday. Now, again, I'm not, listen, Pavarotti had a much better voice than Sinatra, but I'm more inclined to like Sinatra's music better. So
Is it because it's a little bit jazzy?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the type of music I like.
Okay.
You know?
I buy it. I can buy
too.
that.
I mean, it's it's not. I mean, Pavarotti, you can't compare the two as singers, but they both, they were both Italian and they both had their niche. I just happen to like Sinatra's niche better than Pavarotti's. And Dean Martin's a close second, by the way, Chrissy. Dean Martin's great.
Yeah, he is good. Yep.
That's what I said on the radio show, Tom, and we first started doing this over 20 years ago, that the one person I would like to sit down and have supper with, David, would be Dino.
Oh, really? Why is that?
I just liked his mannerisms. I went to see his show in Vegas 4 or 5 times. You happen to mention Frank Sinatra, Tom. one night we were there and we were catching the show, and all of a sudden there's a lot of hubbub, like 10, 15 minutes before the show's supposed to start. And they literally came out and assembled a table for 2 people, almost on the stage. And I'm looking, I'm saying, what the hell is this? Rumor had it that Frank Sinatra was coming to Dean's show that night. So all the little gremlins were all running around trying to get everything squared. He never showed.
Never showed up. Wow.
Speaking of Sinatra, if I may, in 2 weeks' time, on the Friday, we'll be performing Adagio Big Band, the big band I sing with, at Lindsay's in Dracut. If anyone wants, there's still tickets available. If anyone wants to come, it's our Sinatra Spectacular Night.
What is the date?
The 18th of November, and it's at Lindsay's here in Dracut. Here, we're in Salem.
Wow,
over
that's
there in
interesting.
Dracut. Yeah, so we'll be performing, it's a big band, full big band, so we'll be performing all Frank's hits throughout the years, plus the Rat Pack, so I will actually be performing a Dean Martin song myself, so...
Is that New Ink?
Oh, it's from Halloween last night.
Oh, I was going to say, did you get New Ink?
That's a lot of time.
So that's a busy weekend because on the 19th, Chrissy is going to be appearing at Ristorante Molis.
Oh.
Right?
I just found that out. Cool. Did my agent hook that up?
You in the bar area?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyway, so Mikey, listen. Yeah, we're going up to the Stage Neck Inn this weekend. Looking forward to it. The property is a little different than what you're used to. I mean, what's the place you go to? What's the name of it?
I like the Stage Neck Inn.
No, but what was the place that?
Oh, the Cliff House.
Cliff House. Ooh. Yeah, they're two different.
I think the separation there is the Cliff House. You are literally over rough water. You got the rocks in front of you.
Well, that's the same thing.
Those rocks the waves come cascading in.
Yeah, that's how the same way. That's how the Stage Neck is.
It's not as rough at the stage.
Well, the Stage Neck. I'll tell you what's interesting. When you walk in the vestibule, they have like a rack of 15 or 20 of those yellow slickers with boots, so that you can go out there and watch the waves.
You're not hogging me, are you?
Swear to God. And then
all right,
the rubber boots and the slickers, so you can go out there get sprayed from, which we don't do that.
That's a good message to give out to our listeners, Tommy. You should never go to the Stage Neck Inn without rubbers, because you don't know how rough
things could get.
That's a good point, Mike. I didn't think of that.
That's valid.
I didn't think of that. The other thing that I like, they have fake fireplaces at the Stage Neck, and I love them. They're great.
Do you really?
It's this big, like 4 foot by 4 foot screen TV that you press a button and it's a fire, but the thing throws out heat like you would not believe.
No kidding.
Very cool. Very cool.
I haven't been there. I haven't been up there for about 15 years.
You know what we like about it? You don't have to leave the property. The restaurant's a 4-star restaurant. We can go in, sit at the bar, have a couple of cocktails, and then sit for dinner. But then the other thing we do, because we go for 2 nights, is directly across the street is the York Harbor Inn. So on Friday night, we'll go to the York Harbor Inn for dinner.
That's a nice property.
Yeah, and then Saturday night, just across the street, back at the at our place, the Stage Neck for dinner. And then you know what we do during the day, Ellen and I?
What's that?
We do antiquing.
Do you really?
We love to. Saturday all afternoon, we hit all the antique shops on Route 1A. I'm still looking for that Honus Wagner card.
It's amazing how many antique places there are.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And there's some really cool. If you're an antique buff, it's really it's a nice take. You just take your time, and you just meander into each one of those places.
So, question: when you're antiquing, are you and Ellen together throughout the place, or do you split?
We split.
Yeah. See, I try to do that too. My wife's like, "Where are you going?"
Oh yeah, no. Ellen has one speed. It's called reverse. No, she is very, very, very slow.
Nice.
No, that's just Ellen's personality. We joke about it. Ellen will, she could spend 2 hours in an antique shop because she really looks at everything and touches everything. But when this Saturday, we'll just kind of go through it pretty quickly because I'm on a mission looking for what I'm looking for, and she's not looking for it. Although Ellen is, she's pretty astute at baseball memorabilia. So if she
Oh, okay.
sees
So
something,
she sees something, she'll let you
she'll
know.
bring it. She'll bring it to my
What
attention.
field are you looking at when you go into an ad? Do you have a certain particular category that you're focused on?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, I'm always looking for vintage baseball memorabilia. That's what I'm looking for. And they're very hard to find, whether it be an old bat, an old glove, an old baseball card, an old document of some sort.
Have you found?
And that would be on display in a place like that?
Sometimes, sometimes they're in glass cases. And the ones that are in glass, those are overpriced because whoever owns those knows. But every once in a while, you can stumble upon something in a box, and that's where you can do well. So
Okay.
yeah,
I was just curious.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be careful. And then you know what we do? We go to the main diner for lunch. We go to the main diner for lunch.
What do you hit? Do you have a go-to meal there?
I do actually. I get the Eddie Andelman sandwich.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I go there for breakfast, but I've never been for lunch.
It's a Reuben. It's
Is
good.
it really?
It's
Yeah,
good.
that's very
Eddie,
Is it a Reuben? Is that what they make?
the Eddie Andelman, and there's also a Dale Arnold.
Is it really?
Yeah, because they used to go there all the time.
Is there anybody that ran for any politician that hasn't gone to the main diner?
Oh, they all
If
do.
he's in New Hampshire?
They all do. I mean, Maine. It's in Maine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all do. They all do. By the way,
What did I say, New Hampshire?
yeah, you did. You did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, before we take a break, your favorite Italian athlete, Mikey, not including Rico Petrocelli. Rico's out.
The one man that I was very impressed with, and a lot has to do with my uncle Charlie Russo, because he was into boxing. I appreciated Rocky Marciano.
That's something, Mike. I didn't even think of that. That's a very good choice.
He was local.
Yeah.
Couldn't wait to see him fight.
I think I'm going to have to rethink this. Yeah, that's good, Mike. That's a good choice. Rocky Marciano, great heavyweight champ, undefeated, 49-0. I don't think he's in the top 2 or 3. I think he's in the top 5 or 6 because if you look at who he fought, he fought Joe Louis, but Joe Louis was 112.
But that wasn't the question. The question was, what Italian athlete?
No, I understand that, and I agree. I'm going to switch mine, but let's go to David. David, your favorite Italian athlete?
I always like this guy's name, Rocco Baldelli.
Rocco Baldelli.
Isn't that a great name?
He's managing now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Rocco Baldelli.
He had
great
injury
name.
issues that
He didn't have an injury. Rocco Baldelli could have been a superstar, but he had a neurological condition. It was some kind of his nerve fibers, they weren't, something happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and loved the guy, great baseball mind, and he's a manager now, so it did pay off for him. Chrissy?
That would make a wonderful drink, by the way.
A Rocco Baldelli.
Rocco Baldelli, yeah.
Chrissy, do you
Are
have
you
a
kidding me?
favorite Italian athlete other than one, Americo Petrocelli?
I was going to say, you took my favorite off the table.
I
so.
know.
MotoGP rider, Valentino Rossi. I used to watch him ride.
Wow.
My stepfather, yeah.
I like it.
Valentino
Rossi.
Yeah, MotoGP.
No kidding.
Yep.
Wow.
Motorcycle. racer.
You know who mine was?
Interesting.
I had Yogi Berra,
Yeah.
but I'm going to switch to Rocky Marciano.
Are you really?
Yeah, I agree with you,
That
Mike.
scares me. You're agreeing with me.
Yeah, no, Rocky is a great choice. I liked Yogi though. I love. Do you ever read those Yogi-isms?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
great, aren't they?
Hysterical.
They really are. And, I don't know how many of them. I know a lot of them were real Yogi-isms. I think a lot of them have been created. But some of the stuff that came out of that guy's mouth.
During the 22 years we've been on the air, Tommy, I've been known to have a few.
No way. Mikey, we should write a book on yours. We should write a book. I mean, really, all kidding aside, you've... listen, before we take a break, elections are next week. It's important that everybody vote. We're not going to get into who you're going to vote for or what your political affiliation is, but it's important.
Get out and vote.
This is a really, really important election in the history of this country. It really is. So it's really important that everybody get out, vote, and may the best people win. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We come back. We got a couple of more other Italian things to talk about. And Mike, I know you have a problem with Mark. You're feeling bad for Mark Zuckerberg. Let's find out about that.
I was going to start a little fundraiser.
Oh, were you? Okay.
Ah, cool.
We'll be right back.
Sicilian Corner. You know, Mike, Tom, and I love to go to Salisbury Beach, but we love different things and we can never agree. Tom likes the casual family-style dining with great Italian cuisine, Capri Seaside Italian Grill. Me, I love the elegant romantic vibe, Sea Glass with the amazing view and terrific menu with prices that'll make it the place you want to visit every week. Mike loves a drink in his hand and a cool ocean breeze right off the surf and the rhythms of an even cooler reggae band. We all know Mike loves Bob Marley tunes at Surfside. Who doesn't love a great show? National acts, comedy, regional favorites in the beautiful and intimate Blue Ocean Music Hall. Lucky for us, Atlantic Hospitality is the host of all these great places, and they treat everyone like they're Mike Lamazzo. And best of all, we never have to choose. Park the car once and all of this fun is right at your fingertips. We can have it all in the heart of Salisbury Beach. Find out about all the ways you can have a great night at Salisbury Beach at northshorepavilion.com. And Mike, Tom, and I will see you there.
This is Tom Zappala. Located in the heart of downtown Haverhill, the Haverhill Beef Company is a full-service, old-fashioned butcher shop and meat market that continues to be a valued family tradition since 1952. Peter and Monica Carboni's Haverhill Beef offers individualized service from an outstanding selection of marinated sirloin tips, homemade sausage, marinated chicken, and thick, juicy Chairman Reserve steaks. Your family deserves the best, so call Peter at 978-374-4795 or visit their website at www.haverhillbeef.com.
Hi, this is Mike, and I would like to tell you about the Deborah Care Law Offices, a firm that is focused on estate planning, probate, trust administration, and elder law issues. You will feel comfortable discussing important issues concerning both you and your loved ones, as well as having the information you need to make an informed decision about your family's future. How do I know? Because I'm a client of Dan Deborah Care. If you want to have peace of mind knowing that your loved ones are protected, call Deborah Care Law Offices today. In Massachusetts, 978-686-4645. In New Hampshire, 603-894-4141.
At Catadella Funeral Home, we reinvest in our business to provide your family with the best facilities. It begins with a beautifully landscaped exterior, parking for 250 vehicles, and a comfortable and inviting access to our renovated interior. Funerals can be costly, so you should review and compare plans to make sure you receive services that are fairly priced. I invite you to experience the Catadella difference in cost, facility, and service.
Catadella's honoring and celebrating the lives of the people we loved, providing exceptional care since 1929.
This is Cindy.
And Mike Kunstler.
Owners and operators of Four Oaks Country Club and Grazie Italian Restaurant in Drake, Massachusetts.
Grazie Italian Restaurant is the hidden gem of the Merrimack Valley.
Why is that?
In addition to the spectacular views overlooking the golf course, we have an incredible new chef, Oscar Figueroa.
We still have all the favorites, but Oscar has created a lot of excitement with his new specials.
Scallops, seared to perfection.
House-made ravioli with farm-fresh local corn.
And buttery tender, lazy man's lobster, just to name a few.
You have to come experience Grazie Italian Restaurant for yourself.
Grazie Italian Restaurant, located at Four Oaks Country Club, 80 Meadow Creek Drive in Drake, Massachusetts. Hope to see you soon.
Okay, we are back. Mikey, why don't you tell our listeners and viewers about our good friends at Butcher Boy?
You know, absolutely, Tommy. I just want to mention the fact that they are looking for employees.
Mikey, why don't you go back, cut some meat, baby?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm having a hard time.
Mike, you want to go listen to me? It's going full cycle. It's like Tom Brady coming back to the Patriots.
You know something? I'll call up Tommy, see if he can use me somewhere. I started off with the Butcher Boy when I was 13 years old.
Oh, Mikey, man, I think you should go full cycle.
Bagging. I was bagging both registers.
But anyway.
They ran me ragged, Tommy. They ran me ragged. I just want to mention they are looking for employees. If you're looking for a family-run business, think about the Butcher Boy. Good benefits. They have a 401. They also have, David,
it's a 401k.
Yeah, 401k.
Not a 401. 401k. What's 401? 401.
Nobody knew what 401 meant.
401k. Let's say it. Say it right.
401k.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Profit sharing, which very few companies have these days, and I think that was the one thing that the Demoulas family had going for them when they first started their supermarkets. So once again, if you're looking for work, you want to be in a company that's been around since 1955, think about the Butcher Boy. They're on Osgood Street, right in North Andover. Go in, ask for Pamela. She'll be more than happy to help you.
You know, I picked up, I've been craving those Chinese spare ribs.
Ugh, they're so bad for you.
I know they are.
You're doing this on the sly, right? Ellen doesn't know.
No, I said, Ellen, go pick some up. She picks them up with the, you know, the asshole sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, did
What kind of sauce?
Asshole. You know, the red sauce that you right? I screwed those freaking. How can you screw up? They came out awful, god awful. I don't know what the hell I did wrong. I threw them in the oven. I think I kept them in the oven a little too long. They were dry.
Did you cover them when you put them in the oven?
I did not.
Well, what the hell?
Okay.
Why don't you read the freaking directions?
Well, because I thought I could. I thought I
let them cook internally.
I thought I could wing it.
In the last 15 minutes, you take the aluminum foil off.
Have you ever had those?
Yeah.
So I got a question then. So do you keep basting them, or you just put the stuff on at the beginning and throw them in the oven?
The way I set mine up, I don't baste them at all.
You just cover them.
I
put a lot on.
Cover them. I'll let them cook for about 2 hours. Take the foil off of it. Let it get a little crispy on the outside. And 1 minute before I shut the oven off, I'll put it on broil.
All right, hold on. I got a question.
I'll make it blister up a little bit.
You're talking about the Chinese ribs, correct?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so what do you put? What's the oven temperature? What do you put it at? If you're cooking them for 2 hours.
I cook them at 325 to 350.
For 2 hours?
That seems a lot. Doesn't that seem like a lot?
Get out of here. They'll look like toothpicks.
No, you cover them.
I'm using raw material. What are you talking? Cooked spare ribs?
No. I had mine in for 55 minutes and they were dry.
Because you didn't cover them. You're missing the integral part here.
You put a tent
them.
over them, Tommy. It makes moisture come up through it.
You know how moisture
stays in things?
stays
As soon as you see the meat start to peel off the bone.
That seems like a long
It does?
They're done.
It does. If you cover it, moisture stays in.
Oh, all right. So that's what I did wrong.
Yes. He told you that in the beginning. You just didn't want to hear it. It's fine.
All right. So wait a
Listen
second.
to me.
So it's still 350? You have to have it?
You don't have to. You can do hot and high if you want, but you can also do low and slow. They both work. They have...
You asked me what I do.
All right. I'm asking both of you for crying out loud. Let's move on. All right. Your favorite Italian movie star, Mikey? Favorite Italian movie star? Star or starlet? Either or.
Ooh, starlet.
Wow. Come back to me on that one, Tommy.
David?
I have no idea what this is, but it's Giulia Elettra Ogoretti.
Probably because of the way she looks.
She's physically appealing. She looks adorable. She's fine.
Have you ever seen her act?
No, I have no idea.
How can you pick up the BFA?
Come on.
Look at that photo.
Come on,
Isn't she
David.
cute?
You're
gorgeous.
She is. See?
Get that computer off.
She's gorgeous. So you don't have a favorite Italian actor? I mean, Italian-American actor.
If I had to pick one, it would be Joe Pesci. I like
Okay,
Joe.
that's a good
I
choice.
like Joe.
Joe Pesci's a very good choice. Chrissy?
Isabella Rossellini.
Ooh,
great
you're
actress.
going to go classy,
Yeah.
huh?
She was
gorgeous.
She
and
was
she's
freaking.
good
How old?
actress.
She's old now, though, right?
I mean,
She's like 100.
by whose standards?
Well, I mean, she's 112 now, but
Yeah, she's on your avenue.
in,
What
in,
do you-
in the old days, man, she was hot.
Yeah, she was. No, she's a beautiful woman.
Oh,
I've seen it
gorgeous.
recently. She's still just the way she carries herself and everything.
Yeah, she's
Well, you know who else
super
does that?
classy, right?
Sophia
So
Loren.
classy.
Sophia Loren
That
carries
was my
herself.
pick, too.
Yeah, she's right. You know who my favorite actor is? I love Chaz Palminteri.
Oh, he was good. I like him.
Love him. I think he's just a good
He's
actor.
a good man, too.
Yeah, Chaz Palminteri, one of my favorites. So, Mikey, who do you have?
I got Sophia.
Sophia Loren?
Yeah.
Second for me.
When she was young, in her day, I mean, she was so believable in some of those Italian
Yeah,
movies
I
they
agree with
made.
that. She was a great actress. She really is. Was a great actress.
What do you think, Don?
I like Chaz Palminteri.
That's your one?
That's
Okay.
my favorite. You know something? Joe Pesci is up there, too.
I like Danny Aiello, too. I like
Dan,
him.
yeah.
Another
and you
good character actor.
And Al Pacino. Al Pacino's
Yeah,
a great
yeah,
actor,
excellent.
too.
Yep, I like Al.
The only guy I won't mention because I can't stomach him is Robert De Niro.
Oh, I like that.
He's a good actor, but I just don't like the man.
Who cares?
Really.
De Niro is, he lives in New York. He's done a lot for the Tribeca area. He is so good to his neighbors. It's unbelievable, Tommy. I mean, if he sees you walking down the street with a carriage, he'll go over and talk to your baby. I mean, he's just really down to earth.
He's a real
That's one side
peanut
of him
too.
that I never
Yeah,
saw.
he's real short. He's a peanut
Most
too.
actors
Yeah,
are.
he's a little
not
guy.
tall.
Yeah,
most actors are not.
Yeah,
tall.
I didn't realize that. He's like, real short, like 5'6" or 5'7" or something like that. Mikey, what about your overall favorite Italian food? Not pasta, food.
Like the go-to.
I'd have to go with the very well prepared ossobuco.
Oh, nice choice. Nice choice. A nice ossobuco.
You get a nice meaty lamb shank, man. I'll tell you,
that's a good choice.
Put it over a better risotto.
Very
nice
good
glass
choice.
of wine.
Yeah, good choice.
Are you kidding me?
No, that's a good choice. I like it. David?
When I was younger, and the thing that I enjoyed, my father made a great, even though we're not Italian, but he made a great lasagna with sausage and
lasagna's good.
Zucchini was in there, and it's just to make my mouth water again. But it's just really, really.
Lasagna
it makes me feel like home.
That's a great dish.
Such a
Very
home-
labor intense.
Yeah,
very
it's a lot of
very
work, but that was
labor
always
intense.
so good.
A lot of layers.
Fresh, fresh basil on top there. Ooh, yeah.
Chrissy?
When it's done right, and it's not often done right, a good risotto, like a good,
Yeah.
especially with mushroom. I like fungi.
Was it you that said the risotto here is not? Did you say the risotto in Australia was great versus here, or did I dream
No,
that?
I may have. I don't recall specifically. I've had bad risotto everywhere.
Oh, you have?
I've had very few good risottos. I generally get them. They're really good when I seem to make them.
The only trouble, Chrissy, it is filling.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can only eat so much of it. That's why I like it as a bed for the risotto. It blends in well with it, but you can't eat like a whole dish of risotto.
It's very,
Yeah.
very, very
you know what?
dense.
I had a really good one actually while I was back in Australia recently. It was you guys call them lamb lollipops here, the little tiny lamb lollipops on a bed. So it was 4 or 5 of those. They're a bit small, but whatever. On a bed of it was pea and mint risotto. And it was incredible because the mint and the pea with the lamb. Oh my goodness!
It all goes.
Something mint.
We use mint jelly. On
It's amazing.
Exactly. Same.
It's amazing how few people. I love lamb chops or lamb with mint jelly. It's amazing how few people here use it.
Lamb?
No, the mint.
Both lamb too. I'm with her. I love lamb.
I am a big lamb. It's very rich.
It is.
Lamb
but
is very rich.
A lot of people don't eat it.
Yeah, that's true.
And a lot of restaurants don't have it. That's
Yeah.
why I like Greek food because you can get it. You can get
A lot
lamb.
of the, I think I probably have mentioned it on the show before. In my opinion, a lot of the lamb here is not great.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Yeah. The spring lamb in Australia, it's sweet and juicy.
Really?
And here, I think I've said this before. I never understood a lot of Americans before I moved over here. Friends of mine would be like, "Oh, it's gamey. It's gamey." I'm like, "What are you crazy? Lamb is not gamey. It's
Right.
sweet and delicious." And then I got here and I tried the
and it was
American lamb.
gamey.
I now understand what gamey means.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think you're passing off mutton as lamb in this country, and I'm not a fan of it.
I have a tie. Baked macaroni. My mother's baked macaroni was spectacular. I miss it. I cannot duplicate it. I've tried a zillion times, so I've kind of given up. And I also just like a really nice veal piccata if it's made if it's made correctly with a nice tender piece of veal. Veal piccata is tremendous. I love it. But
I'm not going to argue with you on that one.
That's an underrated one.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm not even sure if veal piccata is an Italian dish, Mike. Is it? I mean, was it?
I doubt it.
I would question that too. If it originated in here or in Italy. I mean, because there's a lot of veal parm doesn't exist in Italy, does it?
No.
I don't think it does.
I don't really know.
I know.
I don't remember.
I know chicken parm.
We've
doesn't.
asked your brother about that.
Right.
He
I know
says
chicken
no.
parm doesn't exist. I mean, you can get it, but those aren't Italian dishes.
No.
Those are American
Do
dishes.
you guys have? I know we have to go in a couple of minutes, but do you guys have a favorite Italian cheese? Like I love a good Asiago, but I know there's other.
I like Asiago, but I like a good Pecorino Romano, hard Pecorino Romano
Right,
cheese.
you have to grind it.
That I like.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it just cut off a wedge and eat it. You know what I mean? Not as a sprinkle. I mean, it's just a nice hard piece of.
Let him do the Zuckerberg thing. We only got a couple minutes.
Yeah, Mikey. What's going on with Zuckerberg? Why does he have a headache?
Hey, are you kidding me? I don't know if you've been watching Facebook stock or Meta stock. You know, this guy is spending money like it's water, How about if I told you in the last 13 months, right? Just 13 months, Facebook stock has gone down over $100 billion with a B, $100 billion. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. I think it had a high of 382 last year. I think yesterday it closed off at maybe 94, 93 and 3/4. It's getting appealing right now at these prices. I mean, I think of maybe trying to buy some around 89, 90 bucks because I think there's quite a bit of value to it. But this reality thing that Zuckerberg is on, if this doesn't give him a freaking headache, I mean, his shareholders are ready to hang him.
Mikey, if I can make a suggestion before we split up, I have a good stock recommendation for you. An M116 Honus Wagner. M116 Honus Wagner. See if you can get your hands on one.
You know, I'm writing it down right now, Tom.
All right, brother. All right, Mikey, we're out of time. Listen, I'm glad you're feeling a little better. You look like hell, but I'm glad you're feeling better. So with that being said, Mikey, have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Stay out of the rain. Keep the blue baby clean.
Keep it dry. Keep it dry, baby. Keep it dry.
And to our viewers and listeners, remember, if you can't make fun of yourself, please don't make fun of anyone. Have a great week.
Take care, everybody.
Audio Jungle.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.